Hey guys, I figured I would bring to you today a video about the things you wish you could ask every zero waster. So these are just a few questions that I've been asked or my family and friends have been asked by other people that don't feel comfortable enough to talk to me about it. So I figured if that's something that's happened even a few times, then it's worth making a video about. So that is what we're going to talk about today. So the first question that my friends and family ask me a lot, or they get asked a lot, is do I use toilet paper? I've even had people ask me this question before they come over to my house because they need to know if they need to bring their own. And the answer to this question is yes, I use toilet paper. I do not use plastic packaged toilet paper or cotton toilet paper. I use a more sustainable option that I will have linked below, and I also have usually in all of my videos linked below. I think I've tried to link it in all of them just because it is one of the most asked questions I get. But I do have a bamboo sustainable toilet paper that I buy individually wrapped, and the paper that is in the wrapping of the toilet paper is either recyclable or compostable. Usually they're compostable because companies that supply bamboo toilet paper usually have soy ink and it's not like toxic, and it's completely compostable. So those are the options I go for. I know at my local bulk store there are plenty of different options to get. I think there's like 5 different package-free toilet papers that you can choose from. But I have always linked, like I said, a few below, and there's two subscription services that I'm aware of that are like fitting a zero waste model, but they also sell the bamboo sustainable toilet paper and subscription, so it's super easy to get. You don't have to think about it, and every month you just either get a box of toilet paper for however much you need. And on both sites, I'm pretty sure, I know on Tushy you can say how many people you have in your house and it will generate a general amount that they advise you to get. So that's super helpful if you don't know where to start. So I have linked that all below for you guys because, like I said, that is the most asked question that I get, is if I use toilet paper. And like I said, answer is yes. So we can move on to the question number 2, and that is, what about your period? And I get this obviously more from girls. I have had a few guys ask me this, which is, I guess, not weird. I mean, I don't really care. I'm an open book. That's kind of why I even started this channel. So about my period is, I don't really feel that comfortable talking about what I specifically do, because what I specifically do is from a doctor's order. So I'm just going to talk in general terms. I have PCOS and endometriosis, so what I do for my period might not be something that everybody should do. So I know that there are Glad rags and Diva cups or Luna cups. There's so many different brands at this point, and I'll have them linked below as well. But Glad rags, if you're gonna get them, use organic cotton because they're better for your body. They're unbleached, they're undyed, and they don't take as much water out of the planet, and they don't require as much from the ground. They don't take as much nutrients out from what I've researched. So I would always go for an organic cotton, not because it's like one of those trend words, but because it actually does have less impact on the planet and on your health. And I also have linked, like I said, the little Diva cups and the Luna cups, which a lot of girls feel like it's weird the first couple of times, but there are plenty of videos and instructions out there on how to use them and how to properly clean them. Glad rags, which is a cotton cloth pad that you can wash and reuse. And I know some people think that's gross, but we have been doing that for centuries. Tampons weren't always around, and tampons are actually super terrible for your body. You can get toxic shock syndrome, and it's just not really healthy for your pH to have something just sitting up there. So I would definitely try to switch to one of those things. Tampons cause so much waste, and they actually are a lot of money when you think about it. I think that there's a statistic out there about like the average period for a female during the average time that they get their period and lose their period, that they spend over $2,000 just in tampons or pads. So if you're using one of these reusable options, you're not only saving money, you're saving the planet, and you're saving your health. So it's a win-win-win. I would definitely look into it. So you can do your own research, but I have supplied you with links below, like I said. Another question I get asked a lot is, do I thrift my underwear? And the answer to this question is no, I do not thrift my underwear. I do thrift bras from time to time. I think all my bras at this point are either thrifted or from like clothing swaps and stuff with friends, but I thrift my bras and do the clothing swaps for that. And then for my underwear, I buy my underwear through a company called Pact, and they are a sustainable brand. They are really focused on their impact on the environment, and I know that there are probably other companies out there, but Pact is the most affordable for what they're doing, because I do want, you know, underwear that I've only worn, even though that might sound like backwards to some people, or, you know, well, you can wash it. I just like, you know, makes me happy to have my own underwear. So I do not thrift those. I buy them through Pact. It's a great company, and they are really good quality underwear, so you're definitely paying for the quality and the mission behind the company. So I really like that I support good companies through my efforts to become waste-free. Do you wear makeup? And obviously, yes, I wear makeup. This is my makeup I retouched from New Year's Eve, so usually I don't wear makeup, especially this much, but I do have makeup for whenever I want to wear it, because with filming, I like kind of gain and lose confidence, especially with makeup, or if I'm feeling kind of bad about myself, or I don't feel as nice or pretty or whatever, it does make my confidence feel better to put on makeup. And I know a lot of people have very, you know, harsh opinions about if you should wear makeup or should not wear makeup, or if you should feel confident with or without it. But I just think you should do whatever makes you feel happy and good, especially if it's a positive thing. You know, only if it's a positive thing, you know, don't hurt yourself. But, you know, wearing makeup is such a trivial thing to argue about, especially if you're getting, you know, organic or fruit dyed makeups and all of that kind of thing. It just, like, you're not putting any toxic chemicals on your face, so I don't really see the point of arguing if you should and shouldn't wear it. And I go for reusable options, obviously. I do have a video on the products that I had recently in my bathroom that were zero waste, but they weren't as zero waste as I'd like them to be. But I hadn't found products in the 2 years that I have been zero waste that I liked, that I've used and tried and made myself. I'm not good at making my own makeup, so I did you know, repurchase a glass jar foundation from e.l.f. that I can recycle, and an e.l.f. mascara. But and I use cocoa powder for my like eyeshadow and eyebrows and all of that. But I have recently found a company that I'm going to try out, actually 2 companies. So I don't usually buy expensive makeup. Like I said, I bought e.l.f. whenever I bought it, so that is a very cheap, like almost drugstore kind of brand, but a higher end vegan brand that is sold at like Target. I don't really look down on drugstore makeup, because I think that practicality is the best, and a lot of these really expensive makeups aren't worth the money. But I am and have spent a pretty good amount on a foundation to try it out, because it is a fruit pigmented foundation, and it is sold in a reusable tin, and that is from 100% Pure. I have it linked down below. Obviously, all the stuff I'm talking about, so I can stop saying it, is going to be linked down below. But I also found a zero waste company through Instagram, actually. So I purchased a mascara and a lip and cheek tint from them, and I'm going to be doing a product review on them once I use them enough to be able to do that. But those are going to be my more zero waste makeups. Hopefully they work out great, and they continue to work out great for the rest of time, I guess. Hopefully they stick around. But those are going to be my more zero waste makeup products for the new year. And I use my mascara for my eyeliner as well. I know that there's a company called Fat Moon, or Fat in the Moon, that is sold at one of my local boutiques, and they have like eye koals, which is the same thing, mascara and eyeliner, and then lip tint and cheek tints and all those sorts of things, and reusable packaging as well, the little tins or glass jars. And I know you can buy those online. You can buy 100% Pure online, the Luna Zero Waste online, so that's all really great. And the Luna Zero Waste company, I'm sure the packaging is zero waste, but if you ever buy from a big company that is still in zero waste packaging but you're not sure about shipping, always just reach out to them before you place your order. I know that I've reached out to 100% Pure, and I've reached out to a couple other companies that don't have to do with makeup whenever I'm buying something online, and tell them that I don't want any plastic in my packaging. I only want cardboard, anything that can be composted or recycled. And companies actually really, are understandable when you word it in a presentable way and you aren't being disrespectful to their product. People are more than willing to kind of work with you, is from what I've found. And if they aren't, don't lose hope and just try again. So I do wear makeup. That is the answer to that question. The next question is, do you wear deodorant? And yes, I wear deodorant. I don't smell like death, as far as I can tell, and my friends can tell, I guess. Hopefully someone would have told me by now, but I have tried a bunch of different deodorants. When I first went zero waste, I tried a deodorant that I was found on like YouTube on a tutorial from Lauren Singer, who is how I found out about zero waste. And it was a baking soda base, and I have super sensitive skin. I can get like irritations, rashes, hives like very easily. So the baking soda was a terrible option for me. It destroyed my sensitive skin. Like, it was terrible. It was like so sore and like patchy, and it was just terrible. Especially like something so close to your lymph nodes. Your armpits are very like, easily accessible to a lot of important things in your body. So you definitely want to make sure that you're putting, natural substances on them. Normal deodorants have aluminum and a bunch of different toxins to make you not sweat and to like clog up those pores, and that creates a lot of issues, especially with your lymph nodes being so close. So I would definitely, even if you don't want to go for a more zero waste option, I would definitely go for a like a natural, non-toxic deodorant. But I personally use a glass jar right now of a bergamot and lime. I think the brand is like Schmidt's, but I have made my own plenty of times. It's just when you make your own a lot, they tend to stop working. Natural deodorants, your body will build up a tolerance because it's not creating you to have blockages so you won't sweat. It's just trying to make your sweat not smell as bad. And that is something that I think a lot of people get deterred from using natural deodorants because they feel like they're not working, but you just have to reapply them. And that might sound like annoying or not realistic or whatever, but in the long run, you're saving your body from toxins and chemicals and possibly breast cancer or other types of diseases or issues with your body. So I would definitely go for a more organic, at least, or zero waste option for your deodorant. That is what I've done in the past, and it has worked out great over the 2 years. I haven't ever had a real big problem with it. The only issue I have ever had is with pit paste. I do not recommend pit paste. It stained all my clothes. It was terrible, and I wear black clothes, so I was super surprised that it even stained them. So for the shower, I use now a shampoo bar from Lush. I was using a bulk option, and then the last 2 years I've gotten 3 bottles of Gifted Lush shampoo and conditioner, and I just bring back the caps to Lush. But I have switched to a shampoo bar, and I've told everyone who's ever bought me Lush products that if they buy them for me again, that is what I want instead of the old products I used to use that are in the plastic packaging. Even though Lush can recycle those, it is about reducing the amount of things that you can recycle or need to recycle. So I have switched back to a more zero waste option, which is the shampoo bar. My bulk option at my local bulk store, I just really didn't like the way it left my hair, which is a great tip if you are trying to go more zero waste. When you're trying things out in bulk that you haven't really tried before, definitely get enough to try for a couple different times to see if you really like it, instead of wasting your money on getting a lot of that product that you might not really like, because that could make you feel like very discouraged to shop in bulk. And I know it did for me for a couple different things, and that is how I like kind of self-taught myself not to just go in full force when I saw a bulk product because I was so excited that someone sold bulk. Definitely try it out, make sure that you like it before you start, getting mass quantities of it. The last thing I get asked about is Q-tips. I know a lot of zero waste people have a complete paper Q-tip, so where the middle part isn't plastic, that it can be composted. But I personally use a organic cotton ear candle, and I get them package free at my local health food store. And you can get beeswax, but I again don't use beeswax. If you want that is an option for you, but I use the organic cotton one and it works out fine for me. I don't use them that often, and you can also use like a hydrogen peroxide to clean your ears, or you know, any type of natural kind of ear cleaning. I know people use like metal like ear picks and stuff. That kind of stuff scares me. I have bursted an eardrum just by sleeping and yawning too hard, so I think I have really sensitive eardrums, so using a metal ear pick does not sound like something that I should be toying with at all. So that is why I haven't tried that out, and the ear candles are just the most easy, non-stressful thing for me to use. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell button for notifications on my next post, because it would really make me feel encouraged and happy and great to start off the new year with more subscribers and more people that I feel like are interested in the content I'm making. So if you are and you do subscribe, please leave a comment below on videos you would like to see in the new year. I would love to make things and content that people are interested in or desiring to see. So if you are interested in anything specific, please give me a comment below and let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.